Her here, she's going to talk to us this evening. So let's welcome Judy.
Thank you guys for having me here. Is this too loud? Because I have a very loud voice. Can you hear me?
No, you're perfect.
Okay, good. I want to thank you, first of all, for coming out. Some of the faces look familiar and some don't, but I certainly do hope that I can make an impression on you tonight. And I do look forward to getting to know many of you. If you don't know me, I am JTL Matias, aka Jude the Lesbian, from Straight Talk on GSH Radio. And tonight, although there are so many people that I can name, and I'm sure in your minds and in your hearts, there's so many people that you probably have lost in your lifetime. My shows are dedicated to those that need their voices to be heard. And tonight, especially, I dedicate what I'm doing to a few special people in my life. First of all, my father's passing. This has been the 10th year. May he rest in peace. So it's been a full decade now since I lost my father, who was actually the greatest and the most important inspiration in my life. And I was very lucky to be able to learn from him what compassion and what love and what unity, in essence, really means. I lost a few friends along the way. In 1997, Paul Lawrence, I lost him to HIV before we had the capabilities and the abilities to be able to give him the opportunity to be here standing with me today. And in 2009, another friend that I lost, Cynthia Suarez, to lung cancer. And that was a difficult thing to lose friends as you go along, but it does inspire me to celebrate their lives. And about a year ago, some of you may know this name. Her name is Del Damaris Padilla. We lost her. Unfortunately, it was a tragic situation that should never have occurred because someone obviously wasn't there for her. So to prevent that from happening, my goal is to be able to reach every single one of you and to talk to you a little bit about what message, what the message of friendship, love, and unity really means. I had no idea where I was going when I began to do what I do. And quite frankly, I don't recognize the voice that comes from within. I just know that there's a message that I have to send out. People to remember, things to fight for, and a reason to give for those who have nowhere to turn. I stand firmly by all that I've done so far, and I'm excited to do more. Through the transition, as I make my way to the other side, I'm discovering a world that is unexplored and untouched by hurt and regret, that is slowly transcending into something bigger than I could ever imagine. Tattered, tired, and beat are no longer words that describe me. In fact, an email I once received was from someone special that shared how much those words I say made a difference for her. And that is what I wanted to happen. I began this journey to expose someone who continues to hurt people day in and day out. And instead what I found was my calling. There's a song, it's called When Love Takes Over. Nothing that we do in this life, this one life that we live, can mean anything if we don't know how to love ourselves first. Without love, we cannot know how to preserve, we cannot know how to enrich, and make a difference in someone's life. All too often, we fail to love ourselves first and seem to expect to be entitled to so much in a world that is cruel and unfair. Today's message is about love and unity, building bridges, not walls, creating friends, not enemies, growing our businesses, not letting them go under, helping our community, not tearing them down. So much to fight for with so little time can seem overwhelming, which is probably the reason why it's important to figure out what your role is. What is your purpose? Sometimes we get so caught up in our own world that we forget the lonely, the desperate, the hungry. They go unseen, unheard, in the darkness, unaware, and ignored. I'm proud of where I've been, because it makes me all the more who I am today. I learn something new every day, and what I've learned so far in this life, that it has separate elements. There is the element of surprise, the element of excitement, fear, diversity, strength, unity, and most important, the element of light. Surprise! Life is unfair. But is it really? Or is it unfair depending on your own circumstances and how you look at it? Are you doing your part to change what you can change? Excitement. Be excited. I once heard that if you laugh while you're taking a picture, that your smile comes out nicer and more genuine. So why not wake up each day and just be excited? See what happens. You might be surprised. Fear. Fear is something that we forget, that all of us, at some point or another, we're all afraid of something. Take your fear and change it to excitement. Get excited, for the unknown cannot hurt you. Diversity. Accept that we are all different. We don't always know or can understand what someone else is going through. So accept each person's weaknesses. Diversity simply means different of many and varied. Take from it and open your mind to something new. It is very easy to feel challenged when you are confronted with someone different or something that you don't quite understand. Strength. We all have it. Reach deep inside of yourself, grab it, hold it, and don't let it go. Get angry and exercise your strength. Think of it as a muscle that needs a good workout from time to time. Unity. Now, this is a very common word used among the LGBT community. It is time to put it to use. Let us be united. A strong, united front, using our very own strength. Light. Be your own light. All too often, we depend on others to shed light. Be our light. Light our way. And we are constantly looking for that light. Well, guess what? Your light is right here, right now, right inside of you. Light up the room when you walk in. Be excited. Take your fears and use your strengths to unite in order to build those bridges, knock down those walls, and create friendships. And we can stand united as a united frontier. You would be surprised at all that we can do when you put all those things and all those elements together. JTL Productions is who we are with our events. Rainbow 411 is who I work for. And they're an ad directory that reaches thousands in LGBT communities. A stands for allies, of course. GSH Radio are the ones who host our show, Straight Talk. And featuring Dr. Rex. And there she is right there. Thank you for coming out. Also, Jay Fontanez, the Sasquatch. That's why he's here. No, he's not a lesbian, but... And of course, our wonderful Tanya, our own Miss Lady T. I ask you to remember that in supporting all of those things, it helps bring business to our local gay-owned and operated businesses, as well as our allies. And it also brings recognition for those who are trying to be your voice. I cannot do it alone. I need your support to help keep me in line. Yes, even I need that once in a while. I'm here, and yet I still have a long road ahead. We all have a long road ahead. And I need you to be united so that together we can change all the little pieces that matter. I need your voices to make that difference in someone's life. Pick an inspiration and run with it. Because at the end of the day, it is a blessing to be here. But what is the point if we keep creating walls? And I say that when you go home tonight, or maybe when you have some me time, think about what your purpose is, what you're contributing. What is it that you want out of your life? It is never, ever too late to join an army of people to fight for a cause, to feed someone, to be there for someone. Nobody was there for Dell. And unfortunately, you know, she made a choice that no one will ever understand. But I do know that what happened to her should never have happened. So I recognize today JTL Productions, and I thank you, Mr. DJ Gabriel here, Gabriel Urias, for all the things that he's contributed in helping me to help you guys to be the voice. Because without the people behind the woman, so to speak, I can't do it, couldn't do it. So I thank Jay, I thank Dr. Rex, I thank Louis, I thank DJ Lesbian, I thank Tanya for being such a good sport. And I also want to remind you guys that I'm not just here for the events. I know you guys see a lot of the pictures and the craziness that we do, and yes, I want you to have a good time. But remember, at the end of the day, I do have a purpose, and the purpose is to continue to be on your side, because there's really only one side. So let's unite, and let's put together a team, and let's be that frontier that we need to be in order to create change. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we've got Exile, Joseph, and Melba. Everybody give a big round of applause. They were so kind to sponsor our event with some lovely appetizers. So thank God my speech was that short. I'm pretty sure some of you are hungry. Afterwards, also, we've got Nadia and Jackie in the back. Please stand. They're the owners of Castle Nights, which used to be Faces. They're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And tonight they cordially invite you to an after party that we're going to have at Castle Nights featuring DJ Lesbian. So when you hear these names, when you see these faces, remember there's a purpose for that. And let's support these ladies, and let's support them trying to hang on to a location that really is open to us. Because all are welcome, and we need to take advantage of that, and we need to show them appreciation for trying to have a place where I can come and bring my DJs, and where they can host karaoke, and they do different things. They have the lovely patio. If you remember what Faces used to look like, they really did a marvelous job at renovating it, and it's just a great place to hang out. And of course, Exile on Fridays. You guys know Latin Explosion. I'm not even going to bring that up because that's going to open up a whole can of worms. But yes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And that's in order. GSH Radio. Every Wednesday at what time? Who can tell me what time our show is? 6 o'clock. Please listen in, because we're trying to win the WAVE award, and we're trying to get as much recognition as we can so that everybody can, you know, get in the hang of it. It's a funny show. And if you haven't heard it, please listen to it, because we definitely have so much more to talk about. We've been talking about Uganda, Kill the Gays bill. We've been having fun. A lot of fun, sometimes too much fun in the chat rooms. Again, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But I want to thank you guys for coming out and for supporting, of course, Norma. She runs a wonderful group, the Lesbian Latinas of Central Florida, and all nationalities, of course. No, you don't have to be Latina to join. So definitely, if you're not a member, I encourage you to talk with Norma so that you can sign up and register. And I want to thank you once again for having me here tonight. Now let's eat.